Good day everyone. Today my group will discuss about physical self-heredity and environment, and this video is for educational purpose only. And our group is allowing our instructor Sir Roldan Ardinas to use this for educational purpose only. My topic is dominant and recessive gene, but I will only discuss dominant gene because my other groupmate will also discuss the recessive gene. In the field of genetics, the phenomenon known as dominance describes the situation when one allele or variant of a gene on one copy of a chromosome masks or overrides the influence of another allele or variant of the same gene on the other copy of the chromosome. The first variant is the dominant variant, and the second variant is the recessive variant. This phenomenon of two separate forms of the same gene on each chromosome is caused originally by a mutation in one of the genes, either new or de novo or inherited. The terms autosomal dominant and autosomal recessive are used to describe gene variations or non-sex chromosomes, or also known as autosomes, while X-linked dominant and X-linked recessive and Y-linked are used to describe variations on sex chromosomes, or also called as allosomes. Depending on the sex of the parent and the child, these have an inheritance and presentation pattern. C sex-linked age, that is also called C-sex-linked age. Y-linked features cannot be dominant or recessive, as there is only one copy of the Y chromosomes. Other types of dominance include codominance, in which various variant on each chromosomes both manifest their associated qualities, and incomplete dominance. In which a gene variant has a archial influence as opposed to when it is present on both chromosomes. That's all, and thank you. Have a good day.
A recessive gene is a gene whose effects are masked in the presence of a dominant gene. Every organism that has DNA packed into chromosomes has two alleles, or forms of a gene. For each gene, one inherited from their mother and one inherited from their father. A recessive gene is only expressed when an organism has two recessive alleles for that gene. This is also known as being homozygous recessive. If an organism has one dominant and one recessive allele, it will show the dominant trait. Examples of recessive gene. Physical characteristics. Many traits are controlled by a single gene and are either dominant or recessive. Dimples, wrinkles, lip change, and a widow's peak are all dominant traits, so not having this trait is recessive. A person will not have this trait if they have two recessive alleles. Other traits expressed due to recessive genes include contact heirlooms, inability to roast one tongue, and round eyes. Autosomal recessive disorders. Specific recessive genes are more often mentioned in the context of disorders. Some disorders, such as sickle cell anemia, and phenylketonuria, are caused by recessive genes in autosomal chromosomes. Chromosomes that are not sex chromosomes. T-sex is a disorder that leads to destruction of their cells, and there is no cure for it. Individuals with disease often die by the age of 4. Sickle cell anemia is a disorder that results in a sickle cell shaped red blood cells that cannot carry oxygen efficiently. It can result in pain, anemia, and bacterial infections. And it can be managed with folic acid, penicillin, and blood. X-linked recessive disorders. In addition, some disorders are caused by recessive genes on the X chromosome and are more likely to affect males, since males have only one X chromosome and therefore do not have a dominant copy of the allele X linked. Recessive disorders include green colorblindness, hemophilia, a disorder that makes it harder for blood to clot and close, wounds during injury, and Duchenne muscular dystrophy, which causes muscle degeneration. Inbreeding depression. Inbreeding, which is when closely related organisms produce offspring, can lead to an increase in detrimental recessive genes being expressed. This is because closely related individuals are more likely to have the same recessive genes. When offspring in a population are less healthy and have less of chance of surviving and reproducing due to recessive genes inherited through breeding. That is called inbreeding depression. What causes recessive genes? Autosomal recessive inheritance is a way of degenerative trait or condition can be passed down from parent to child. A genetic condition can occur when the child inherits one copy of a mutated genes from each parent. The parents of a child with an autosomal recessive condition usually do not have the condition.
Physical growth, development, and maturation. Grow up is used to make fun or knock down someone who is acting childishly. The idea that we choose our upbringing strike me as idealistic. If only we had that choice, if we could decide and knew what would occur. In the list of life, certainties grow should be added to the list of death and taxes. Although the transition from childhood to adulthood is unavoidable, young people of mature at different speed and different age, creating a diverse range of psychology, and emotional skills, and complication for the trainer, coach, teacher, or anybody else who interact with athletes during their phase of development growth itself can be challenging. In the post, examine the fundamental of physical maturation and discuss how to approach interacting with children during their development and growth phase with an open mind. Every youth coaches must deal with the challenge of maturation since various adolescents at different age require different training stimuli to create an ideal environment for development. Also, in order to lower the risks of injury, training loads and intensities must be lower during period of peak growth, physical growth, development, and maturation. Grow up is the phrase used as derogatory remark or put down towards someone who's being childish. How idealistic the concept that we grow up by choice, if only that was an option, that we are in control of what happened and when. Unterm growth should be added to the praise date and taxes in the certainties of life. But while the journey from child to adult is an inevitable process, young people mature both on different rates and different age, resulting in a melting pot of different psychology and emotional abilities and complication as process growth itself can present challenges for the trainer, coach, and teacher, or anyone else that works with athletes during their period of maturation. An article will take a look at the basic of physical maturation and how to keep an open mind when working with young people during developmental and growth phase. Maturation presents a problem that all youth coaches will encounter. Different youth and different age will require different training stimulus to produce of an optimal environment of for different training. In addition, during period to peak growth training, loads and intensities will need to be reduced to avoid increased injury risks.
Differences in physical growth are apparent from everyday observation of people around us. We differ in terms of height, weight, and relative length of our body proportion and fitness. We also differ in our abilities to move and perform physical skills and tasks. This difference provide valuable insight into our motoration, overall development, and health. As such, a study of physical growth and development is central to child development, medicine, education, and a host of other disciplines. It is also a subject of personal interest to all people in position of the general partner of physical growth is similar for all individuals. There can be considerable variation, however, in terms of the rate and timing of growth and the size attained. Chronological age provide an obvious point of reference for observing and recording growth. Its significance should not be overstated to biological event and process follow their own schedule. As it is sometimes said, biology does not celebrate birthday.
Environmental factors affecting the physical health. A number of specific environmental issues can impede human health and wellness. These issues include chemical pollution, air pollution, climate change, disease causing microbes, lack of access to healthcare, poor infrastructure, and poor water quality. The environment and health are very closely linked. The environment in which we inhabit and go about our daily lives directly impacts on our physical, mental, and social well-being. There are biological, chemical, and physical factors that can affect human health in a physical and mental way. The World Health Organization states that health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. Water and ground pollution, but also things such as food, genetics, lifestyle, and quality, which directly affect human susceptibility to illness, disease, and possibly disruptions to the environment, such as substance reversal, climate change, acidification, ground pollution, photochemical, air pollution, and over-fertilization can also impact on human health. Therefore, there are direct and indirect links to the environment and health issues. The environment both directly and indirectly impacts on human health through the interplay of the external and internal environments that the individual, community, and nation are surrounded by and interact, and health issues occur when there is misplacement in the equilibrium between human and environment. Physical environmental factors such as increasing temperatures from climate change could directly result in increased mortality rates in temperate climates. Many things in the environment can affect our health. Hazardous substances found in the air, soil, and water can originate from a variety of sources, such as agricultural and industrial activities, mining operations, landfills, and leaky underground storage tanks. Health officials work with individuals, communities, government agencies, and industries throughout the state to reduce or eliminate exposure to substances that could be harmful. Lead poisoning is one of the most common and preventable environmental health problems in Missouri. Lead exposure in children can cause learning and behavioral problems, lower IQ levels, and interfere with growth and hearing. The only way to know if a child has lead poisoning is to have his or her blood tested. Clean indoor air is vital to good health. Indoor air pollutants can contribute to asthma and allergic to some types of cancer. The quality of indoor air is a significant health concern throughout the state because Missourians spend an average of 90% of their time inside. Research shows that air pollution levels are higher indoors than outside. Radon is a colorless, odorless, and tasteless gas that poses a health risk to humans primarily when it is found inside homes and other buildings. Exposure to radon is the second leading cause of lung cancer. Homes can be tested for radon and steps can be taken to reduce the level of radon in indoor air. Thousands of Missourians get their water from a private water supply. Usually, a Will Missouri's private water program works to make sure that drinking water is safe. The program provides technical assistance to homeowners and local health agencies regarding water testing and treatment. The program also regulates private water supplies of hotels, motels, and restaurants to make sure the water meets safe drinking water standards.
Physical self and self-concept. Physical self and self-concept is defined as one perception or evaluation of their physical ability and physical appearance. and it is one of the sub-factors of the global self-esteem with social self and emotional self-concept. Self-concept is distinguishable from self-awareness, which is the extent to which self-knowledge is defined, consistent, and currently applicable to one's attitude and disposition. Self-concept also differ from self-esteem. Self-concept is a cognitive or descriptive component of oneself. Example, I am a faster runner. Then, while self-esteem is evaluative and open, opinionative. Example, I feel good about being fast runner. Self-concept is made up of oneself schemas and interacts with self-esteem, self-knowledge, and self-social self to form the self as a whole. It includes the past, present, and future selves, where future self or possible self represent individuals, ideas, or what they might become, what they would like to become, or what they are afraid of becoming. Possible selves may function as incentives for certain behavior. The perception people have about their past or future selves related to their perception of their current selves. The temporary self praise jury argument that people have a tendency to perceive the past self less favorable. Example, I'm better than I used to be, and the future self more positively. Example, I will be better than I am now. What are some example of concept? There are some example of concept is how we perceive our behavior, abilities, and unique characteristic. One, for example, I am good friend or I am kind person are part of our overall self-concept. Our self-perception is important because it affects our motivations, attitudes, and behaviors. It also affects how we feel about the person we think we are, including whether we are competent or have self-worth. Self-concept tends to be more malleable when we're young and still going through self-discovery and identity information. As we age and learn who we are and what important to us, this self-perception becomes much more detailed and organized. There are three self-concept is one, ideal self and self-image, self-esteem. Ideal self. The ideal self is the person you want to be. This person has the attributes or qualities you are either working toward or want to possess. It who you envision yourself to be if you were exactly as you wanted. Self-image. Self-image refers to how you see yourself at this moment in time. Attributes like physical characteristic, personality traits, and social roles all play an role in your self-image. Self-esteem. How much you like, accept, and value yourself all contribute to your self-concept. Self-esteem can be affected by a number of factors, including how others see you, how you think you compare to others, and your role in society. There are five concepts to develop your physical self is one, dress in clothing that makes you feel good. Two, say no to your inner critic. Three, limit your exposure to social media about physical appearance. Four, list the things that you love about yourself. May be physical but think of other things too. things too. 5. Surround yourself with supportive people. Based on my understanding what is physical self, for me, physical self is all about how you take care of your body and how you present yourself to the world. It's about feeling confident in your own skin and having a positive relation with your physical appearance. It is also about taking care of your health and making sure you're physically fit and able to do the things you love, and also know your limits